So let's jump to envy.
Yeah.
Which is, so envy, I mean, envy is so close to pride. I mean, I think they call it the daughter of pride, right? So it just kind of, it extends from, but the big thing about envy, I've heard it put this way. So envy is rejoicing when your neighbor fails and mourning when your neighbor succeeds.
Right.
Right. So it's always this aspect of it's competitive, which is going to, flow very directly from pride. And discontentment is going to be within that as well. Right. So kind of competition and discontentment. Do you want to add other things about what you see with envy?
I like to call it, envy is sadness at someone else's happiness.
Ooh, that's a good way to put it.
So if you think of, like, I love Schadenfreude is a great word. I don't love Schadenfreude, but I'm very familiar with it. Mm-hmm. Schadenfreude is this German word that's now in English that means you are happy at someone's sadness. Right? So Schade, sadness in German, Freude, happiness or joy. So you have, so Bennett, gets a promotion and I'm sad because something good happened to him. That's envy, right? Bennett falls down and smacks his head on the ground and I'm happy because, he's hurting. That's Schadenfreude. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So this idea that somebody else's goodness or somebody else's happiness would make me sad. Right. And that's different than jealousy is another sort of concept that, right. So jealousy, I am a jealous God. So jealousy is usually defended by people that talk about these things as being maybe not exactly a virtue, but at least a legitimate response to the world. That is to guard the things that you're supposed to guard. And I think that's helpful. Sometimes I do use the word jealousy in kind of the common sense where it really means envy, but.
Yeah, because isn't there, I think you just said it right, but envy is covetousness.
Covetousness.
Right. So I mean, you're getting at the 9th and 10th commandment. So it's geared towards that. Oh, and remind me, I've got a thought here I want to throw at you. So that's envy. So envy is always about something that God has not given to you,
right? That
you think that you deserve. And it's usually, of course, going to be something that somebody else has.
Yeah. Or you just don't want them to have it at all.
Yeah. So there's that. But then jealousy is protecting that which God has given to you, right? So God is jealous of his people because he doesn't want his people to go astray. Right. I can be jealous of my wife and that I don't want my wife to be with another man, because we have a covenant relationship. She's not supposed to do that. So jealousy is about protecting that which you're supposed to protect. Right. And then envy is about, obtaining that which God has not given to you.